All right. Delta Green Impossible Landscape, session 18. Last we left off, the trio of agents, now with Agent Viper joining the team with the
What's so funny about that?
The disappearance of Jerry. You guys make your way to the Trivellino Mall, where you're supposed to rendezvous with your Delta Green handler to debrief on the updated situation that you have encountered with an Agent Exeter days ago, and finding out more information from the Dorchester house and how this may not be a legitimate operation. India Moon is not on the radar for Delta Green. So there was a rendezvous scheduled. You guys are showing up late, but nonetheless, you approach the mall, which seems to have been abandoned for a little while. There's no signs of any obvious vandalism or tagging or graffiti. Seems a little unusual, but maybe it's off the grid. As you enter the restricted area, there was a gate that kind of crossed over one of the entrances to the mall parking lot. You guys circumvented, and Agent Maya and Agent Viper stayed in the vehicle, Agent Viper's pickup truck. And
I think it was a Durango
vehicle, SUV. And
blacked out
came out a decent distance from kind of the perimeter of the mall, while Agent Mantillo decided to get out on foot as she wanted to get closer. So as you both kind of make your way into the parking lot, you realize that there is activity near the mall, but make out what appears to be a box truck of some kind. Some people are carrying boxes out of the truck and into the mall. And Agent Mantillo, she approaches the mall and the truck close enough where at one point you see and count about 6 individuals, and also a small child form, height, build of a child dressed up in what appears to be a metallic outfit of some kind. So as they kind of shuffle in and out of the mall, Agent Mantillo makes her way up there, and they come out. Agent Mantillo maintains some stealth, and she is not noticed, but they end up going into the vehicle where their radio turns on. And then at the same time, Agent Viper's gearing up commando style, putting on all the NVGs, grabbing a bunch of weapons from his personal arsenal from the back of the Durango. Some
about this.
A little bit older in some I don't know if they're necessarily antique weapons, but
it's like Cold War stock of weapons.
Yeah, my Yugoslavian Zastava 66 with my M60 rifle grenades. They're a little dated.
The Warsaw Pact had a sale, and Agent Viper decided to take advantage of some good deals.
When I was hanging out,
and Agent Maya goes to the front of the Durango and starts communicating with Agent Mantillo to kind of figure out how to approach the vehicle and what the plan is. Where we conclude is Agent Maya approaching the box truck, kind of from the front of it, walking. Agent Viper's at the Durango. I don't think we got the lowdown on what Agent Viper's plan is. And Agent Mantillo is kind of waiting in the wings closest to the back of the vehicle, sitting behind a cement pillar that houses one of the lighting fixtures.
And just to confirm, they were taking things into the mall, not taking things out of the mall.
Correct.
Interesting.
So that's where we left off last session and where we pick up now. So there appears to be some individuals in the box truck. So before getting to Agent Maya and Agent Mantillo, who are obviously closest to the vehicle or the box truck in question, what is Agent Viper doing as he sees Agent Maya start to approach?
He is leaned across the hood of the Durango on overwatch with his rifle. He has not attached the rifle grenade yet.
So what is your plan? Like, what's going through Agent Viper's head right now?
I think they can handle 2 thugs in a van. So I am just kind of watching the doors into the building to make sure they're not going to be surprised.
All right. Running Overwatch. Okay. So then we'll go second furthest out, which would be Agent Maya.
Is Maya further out than Mantillo?
Oh yeah.
Who was it that was approaching the either 4 or 6 people?
I think it was you, because I had approached and stuck,
Mhm.
and then I think you were walking towards the truck to be seen. Was my understanding.
I think that is right. I think that's where we stopped.
That was the plan, is my understanding. So
Okay. So forgive me for doing a little more scene setting, Sean, just to get my head into this. It's like 11 at night, or is it even later than that?
Well, it's later than that. It's probably around midnight. Yeah.
Because we were late getting there, right?
Correct.
And this whole setup, this whole like meet was a phone message or a text to Maya? I think it was.
I don't remember if it was a text as much as maybe a phone call and saying, hey, here's kind of the deal. And
yeah, we want you to bring everything you've got so far on the case. Come early because it was supposed to be a later meeting, etc. Then everything went badly wrong at the asylum. Right.
You met Agent Viper in your apartment.
All right. So does it appear that they noticed our vehicle when we pulled in? Because we parked a ways back, but still headlights and all that.
As far as you know, nobody's been noticed. So I guess the question I have for you is, are you just walking up, or are you making an effort to not be noticed?
She's walking up, but it's dark.
Yes,
she's not like calling attention to herself.
Correct.
I guess my only question would be, does she have a name for? Recall how when she reached out to her own Delta Green contacts, she was trying to like validate whether the op was real and all that kind of stuff, right? Was there a name that she was working with on the other end of the line?
I don't think we ever established that.
We didn't.
But we can.
Because you had a handler that you were talking to, right?
Correct.
And it was somebody that you knew from way back, or from your middle times, I feel like.
Yep, that's right. But I don't know if we ever established that was the same person that I actually reached when I reached out to say, we're trying to validate if this op is real. We never really said if that was the same person, Sean.
Correct. It's more of a kind of a switchboard, if you will.
She reached somebody, but yes. All right, then I'm just going to operate on the. She doesn't have a name in her head or anything. So help me paint this picture though. Like, where is Mantillo in relation to Maya? The Maya is somewhere between where we parked and the van and the 4 or 5 people or 6 people who are going in and out of the mall. And what's the kid doing? Is the kid hanging outside or also going in and out?
Not sure. You haven't seen the kid. You haven't seen the child since
glimpsed him the one time.
Yeah.
When we first pulled up.
Correct.
Okay. And correct me if I'm wrong, Lou, we had no conversation over whether you were providing covering fire with a rifle grenade or anything like that, right?
No, you guys went towards the vehicle. I went to the trunk. So
Okay. Then Maya's just going to stick to basically a straight ahead walk to the truck and meet whoever turns towards her first of the people who are moving stuff. Is she's going to basically try to get their attention without raising her voice or waving her arms, but basically she's not trying to hide. And I think she's hoping that Mantillo is nearby and can aid if that becomes necessary. So I'm picturing Maya with her hands stuffed into her windbreaker jacket pockets, and she's just walking dead ahead towards them.
Okay.
Decent dice being.
Let's see.
That's where we learn whether the grenade explodes in Viper's face or if it travels first.
That's right. It's old Warsaw. Make a luck roll to see if it blows up on the end of your gun.
So there are probably at least 4 individuals that are outside that you could have counted for as you have approached.
What do they look like?
Well, as I had mentioned before, they're wearing baseball hats. Some of them baseball hats, sunglasses. Pretty nondescript for the most part.
Yeah.
Yep.
Potentially like people who've been hired to move stuff?
Potentially. Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's cool.
The box truck's unmarked. There are license plates on it. I think Agent Mantillo asked. But other than that, there really isn't a lot of labels or anything that's seen. It's that no flashy paint job. It's a pretty plain, boring, square box truck. And as you're approaching Maya and Mantillo, one of the individuals getting out of the cab of the truck opens up the door and happens to look in your direction and notices you approaching from the what I would picture as the front of the most front of the vehicle, where Mantillo is directly behind and probably a few feet away from even behind the vehicle. And as you approach, that individual pulls out a pistol out of it seems like maybe the waistband of their trousers. Wow, there's an old word. Gout, trousers.
His dungarees.
Yeah,
His pantaloons.
Draws their weapon and points it at Agent Maya and says, "Freeze! Put your hands up. Hands up, so I can see them."
How far away are we by the time he does this?
I would say probably 50 meters.
No, that's a long ways.
Yeah, so quite a ways away. So she'll stop immediately at her tracks, and remind me, are there lights in the parking lot, or is it pretty dark?
There's like one. There are lights, but they're very far and few between. There's probably a lamp post that's coming up from where Agent Mantillo is crouched behind.
So she'll flash the undersides of her hands just briefly after taking out of her pockets, just kind of like, hopefully at this distance you can still see that. And we obviously have to raise our voices a little bit at 50 meters. So she's going to be like, I don't want any trouble. I'm just looking for someone. What's going on?
Yeah, what is going on? Let's go. Come on, move up here slowly. Put your hands behind your head.
Can I see this?
You can hear it for sure. You hear from the front of the truck projected away from you. So it is faint, but you hear Maya's voice.
So I'm too close to the truck to see this person?
I don't know if you're close. I mean, you're behind the truck. They are near the front of the truck.
Right, but you're saying I'm directly behind the truck.
Yeah.
As opposed to quartering it or something. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, you could be on the right-hand backside, the left-hand backside here. If you want to have a vantage point of seeing the person
seems like
yelling.
I feel like I would have actually tried to be able to see the driver's side door, and this is probably somebody who got out of the passenger side door. Like, I feel like it'd be stupid to just look at the back end of a truck as opposed to sort of quarter it a little bit.
Are you coming up, I guess, I don't know, were you coming up broadside? Because if you come up broadside, your whole stealthy movie looking like behind things might be questionable. Like there's not a
No,
lot
I was picturing coming up behind it, but slightly quartered.
Okay, that's fine. You could be on the back end right corner panel of the truck.
Okay.
Does that mean that Maya has view of Mantillo?
That is a good question. I'm trying to think of you keeping abreast of Mantillo's stealthiness. I will say that you could see Agent Mantillo back in the back corner somewhere.
Okay, or she at
behind
least has some
cover.
idea that Mantillo's in the neighborhood.
Yes.
She knows she's around the rear of a truck.
Yes.
If that's the case.
For all intents and purposes, Mantillo might have moved. I mean, I don't.
Right.
Okay, gotcha. But last she knew that Mantillo was somewhere in the neighborhood.
He's either back there or he might have went in the mall at this point.
Maya's not going to put her hands on top of her head or whatever, or raise them higher. She just has them sort of down here, right? But she is walking forward slowly, and she's like, "Don't put the gun away. I'm here to meet someone. It might even be you. Why are you pointing a gun at me?" As she continues to close, so 40 meters, 30 meters.
So they slow. Keep your hands where I could see them. You alone?
Do I hear their footsteps at all, or are they static?
So at some point, the other individuals in the van or in the truck are going to be, probably getting out of the truck to see what's going on. And you could see one individual that is pointing a pistol at Agent Maya as she's approaching. And then the other one gets out of the passenger side. I'll say the other one got out of the driver's side. This one gets out of the passenger side of the truck.
I will be aiming at whoever I can. About the one who's aiming at Maya, I will be aiming at.
Okay. On the driver's side?
That's the one I can see, yeah.
Okay. You probably have cleaner vision to the one on the passenger side, but
okay, then that's the one I'm drawn on.
Okay.
How far am I? About 100 meters away, or am I like double? Okay.
Yeah, and you see, Viper, that this is kind of occurring. You can make out, the shadows, and it's.
Yeah, I'm definitely training my rifle towards their direction and still keeping an eye on.
You have a
what's
scope
happening.
on that thing?
I do not. I can hit with iron sights at it. Exceptionally far range.
You ever try to shoot a frickin' rifle in the dark?
Rifle grenade.
You can shoot anything. You mean hit something in the dark?
Yes, that is fair. You can shoot it.
I can totally shoot this all day in the dark.
That's very point well taken. Touche.
I'm assuming there's because there was no lights on at all.
Well, they've got lights in the cab of the truck probably when the doors open.
There's a light in the cab of the truck, and there is like one single light that happens to kind of light this
that
area
makes the movie
up.
a lot better, having that pool of light.
Yeah, I was also thinking that could be a distraction.
If you've ever watched a movie where they're down at the docks and they're unloading something from a truck, it's probably not very lit, but there seems to be
there's fog.
One light source on
lots of moonlight
on the truck. Yes,
got it. A dog barking in the background. Yeah, I'll see that.
So when he says, "Are you alone?" I'm picturing her. Maybe she's 20 meters away now.
Sure.
She's gonna, and he's been telling her to slow down. She slows to essentially a stop, and it's just like, I'm wondering now if this isn't even the place I'm supposed to be. I was told to come alone. I was told to bring the materials, but it looks like you're doing something else. I'll just turn around and wander out of here if you want. I don't want to bother you.
Move forward.
She comes into about 15 meters and stops. What do you want me to do here?
And so then the other person from the drive or the passenger side starts to kind of come out and around to flank you.
Coming around like the front of the truck.
Yeah. And so then he pulls out his weapon.
Do these literally look like hired guys? Are they wearing uniforms, or are they wearing literally jeans and jackets?
Jeans, flannel shirt, polo shirt.
And their weapons are both the same?
Yeah, one's carrying what probably appears to be a 9mm recent model, more modern pistol.
Polymer.
No knock on Viper.
I have a Beretta, so at least in the pistol department, I'm all right.
Steel.
Right. And then the other one has looks like an assault rifle of some kind.
Oh,
That's different.
That's
yeah.
different.
Okay. And when we saw them moving stuff, did any of them look heavily armed that way?
No. As a matter of fact, you could see this guy pull it out from the cab of the truck. And now he's got it kind of slinged over one shoulder and pointed towards your feet for the most part.
When Maya sees that, she's like, "Oh, I don't want any trouble, guys. I didn't see anything. All right, I'll just be on my way."
Yeah, that's all right. Let's go.
So obviously, I'm watching them, and I guess I saw Mantillo when she went to wherever she went. Do I still think she's in a good position to handle this situation?
I mean, I think you could see where Mantillo, Maya, you've got a pretty decent. You're far enough away that there isn't anything crazy obstructing. There's no weird close angles, so I think you could. The only thing is, where are the rest of the people? You don't see those very easily. They could be in the back.
Of course.
This is one of those box trucks that have the box and the cab connected. There's just a little doorway between the two.
Do we have open lines between us? I know we had some. I feel like we just have cell phones or something. I feel like we do not have tactical mics.
I don't think we have
going on.
earpieces. I don't think.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I don't think you have headsets and earpieces and all that crazy jazz. You guys are pretty.
Heck.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
low drag.
I'm gonna wait till they're within Maya's sphere of influence, if you will.
That's also what Maya's waiting for.
And I wish to shoot out one of the truck tires.
Oh. Okay.
I know better than to aim where the people are, but I would like to make a distraction to help my two partners.
And I am also waiting, and I think when I get a sense that there's about to be some action, and I don't know if I can actually do this with a M9, which is what I have. I would like. What I want to do is make an obvious cocking of a trigger noise, but maybe it's some kind of putting a clip-in noise, or I want them to hear that sound from the darkness that says somebody's got a gun on you, and I can't see them. If that makes sense.
Yeah, you charge the weapon.
Yeah,
that's
that
what
M9
it is.
is a Beretta Model 92, so you can do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So you're doing that at a particular time that you feel stuff is going to hit the fan.
Exactly.
Okay.
So if I get a sense of Maya doing something, or of one of the other people doing something, I'm gonna just get that out in the silence of the night. That just.
Okay. So
which one of these guys is closer to Maya? Now that they're both out there,
the driver's side one, probably.
The one who came with the rifle up on the other side.
Pistola.
Okay. But she's just going to keep closing. She's trying to get within arm's reach of one of them. Ideally, with her hands up, but ideally, it's the rifle dude. If she can somehow angle or walk away from the other guy, but I don't see that happening if the other guy's closer to her.
I think what's going to happen is the rifle guy is going to come around to your left side, and they're going to direct you around the box truck not between the building and the box truck, but around the outside.
To the back.
Yeah. And into they're going to kind of direct you. So if the pistol person did that, you'd be running right into the guy with the rifle. So he's going to step aside and get a little bit of a distance so that you can go in between them.
It's time to blow the tire.
Okay.
It's definitely time to blow the tire.
Okay. Well, in that case, as they kind of direct you to make that happen, and the guy with the rifle moves a little bit to give you some space, there's a crack in the distance. All right, Viper. Let's see. You're
That's
gonna
so not me.
gonna try to cold shot the tire.
It's firing like 40-year-old rounds. Be lucky if it goes off.
As long as I don't have the blanks or the rifle
Click.
grenade in there, I'm fine.
Or the rifle grenade, yes. That would be bad.
All right. So
Called shot at a -40, I would guess.
just in the dark.
But he was aiming.
But he was aiming.
He's braced.
They don't know I'm there.
He's
Yeah,
braced.
that truck tire can't dodge.
Yeah, that truck tire's not going to move. So I'm not sure.
Target standing totally still. That's one of the things. Plus 20%.
Target standing totally still.
Carefully aiming for a full turn. So that should negate it. That's 2 plus 20s.
All right.
Here we go. Correct.
Oh, Jesus. Yikes.
All of that with a 60%
Would have
chance
been
of
better
success.
as a critical failure. I think that would have been really,
No,
No,
that
that's what we don't want.
would have been something else.
So it ricochets off the pavement.
he shoots them all.
I didn't account for the drop from where I am with my old rifle.
Yeah. No, that's
Heavy bullets.
a 93. Wow. That is an impressive miss. So you hear the crack, and then you hear the zzz of the round, and ricochets off the concrete where a puff of dust spits up, and you hear the round faintly ricochet off into the distance. And at this point, they're like, "Holy shit!" Effective enough, right? That they realize that there's a distraction, of course. So, Mantillo, you see and hear this happening as they're going to guide Maya kind of in your direction, actually. And you see this round go off in front of you a little bit to the front of you, I would say. What are you going to do?
Well, if I still have a clear shot on passenger door guy, who I think is rifle guy,
Yes.
who I've been aiming at, then I would like to take it.
Okay.
Shoot first.
Similarly, I have been aiming. I don't know what all my things are. He's moving, or maybe he's not moving. I don't know. If he's moving, he doesn't know I'm there.
Correct.
That is.
Let's see. So I would say that there isn't any necessarily range penalty. It's fairly light where you are, so there's not a lot of concealment from darkness. You're not making a called shot or an area attack. I wouldn't say there's any unusual target condition, except maybe the truck. But if you've got line of sight, then I'm not overly concerned with it. So I think it would be just a straight range attack roll.
And then a plus 20 with the aiming, or?
Oh, yes, of course. Okay, success.
Hey.
Well done.
Okay, and that is a D8.
Is there a lethality rating on that weapon? Do you know?
Probably not.
There's no slash. It's just 1D8.
All right.
And I forget how this stuff works, but we'll try this and see what happens. That worked. There we go.
Three damage.
3 damage. And I will hope that my cover is some kind of cover.
Yeah, okay. That's good. Now I got to find the stats for these jokers.
I think they have 2 hit points each.
Yeah, maybe even 1.
I think
Maybe
they have
1.
two between them. Yep.
2 between them. That'd be awesome.
Two between them.
You just kill both of them in one shot.
That's right.
That's right. But the other guy had both of them.
Let's see. I'm going to try. Okay. And I thought of bookmarking this, but of course I didn't. All right. Nope. Okay. Let's see. Bear with me just a second and we'll get cruising.
It's weird. You made one roll as Mantillo and one as Sam Perez.
Who did?
That
Did I?
is true. No, I did. When I clicked on the character sheet, it was Mantillo, but then I typed in manually roll 1d8, and I think that's because that was
That's who you're signed in as. To
signed
the left.
as, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I don't actually know how to roll damage from the. Oh, I guess there's a button there. Never mind. I do know how to roll damage from the character sheet.
Go.
Okay.
Okay. He is shot and winces in pain for sure.
Good.
Given the surprise, Maya, I'll give you this round as an action before we dip into initiative.
So I think there's a crack and the round hits the ground not that far from Maya. But she instinctively has like a ducking, like, Jesus. But then Mantillo shoots the guy behind her, steps out. She probably sees a muzzle flash. And I think she has her wits about her enough she's going to turn, rush the guy, and try to relieve him of his automatic or carbine or whatever he's got, his rifle.
Okay. Go ahead and you probably want to give me
Unarmed combat.
Yeah. Yep.
And I'm forgetting disarm. It's been a while since we played this. Did I look it up or you got it?
Well, I have it. So you got surprise attack. I'll give you that. And looking up unarmed. I think I just have range attacks in front of me. Complications.
Disarm.
Yeah, where is it?
If your agent has both hands free, your roll succeeds. Target drops out.
It just happens. You just say you're doing it, and you do it.
Using the unarmed combat.
Use
skill.
unarmed combat skill.
You have to successfully probably score an unarmed.
Yep.
So let her go, Agent Maya.
Okay. So just straight.
Yep.
Oh, look at that.
Nice.
61? 51.
Nice.
51. You have disarmed my guy with the rifle.
Who is injured?
Who is injured?
Was he like winged in the shoulder or the arm or something?
Yeah. Ugh. So who's got the highest dex?
This must be under physical.
Maya's got 11.
I have 10.
I bet it's 6.
6.
You guys don't know. You don't know yet.
We
You
do
have to-
now.
We do. Thanks
You
until next
don't.
Thursday to fire
As you-
again.
Exactly. You spend the next 5 minutes reloading your.
We hear him dropping bullets. Can't work the bolt.
Son of a bitch.
There's a reason why I'm not in the Navy anymore.
Wasn't all just your attitude.
Oh, found my guys.
Showing up in your officer's apartment uninvited, making coffee.
Okay. Top of the order, the baddies have initiative.
Hmm.
They are higher decks than you, but I'll put them all in one group. So as this occurs, you hear the sounds in the back of the vehicle, and you hear footsteps, kind of echoes in the big box, the back end of the box truck, and you hear some shuffling, and you hear a couple of footsteps hit the concrete, tap, 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 and a couple people thrown up against what sounds like the walls of the box truck. Boom. And so that's that. And then the one with the pistol, I'm going to say they're probably a little bit thrown off at what's going on, but I'm going to solve to kind of do an evens and odds and see if they shoot at the person that's shooting at them, or if they probably wouldn't shoot Maya. I'm guessing they're probably going to shoot.
I mean, Maya's in
Mantillo.
face to face, and I'm sort of half hidden behind a light pillar, and Vulcan Viking, whatever his name is hidden behind a truck somewhere. So it's a tough range of targets.
I think it's the Vulcan Viking. I like
It's
that.
the Vulcan Rhinos, but those are
not
both
going to
better.
shoot the Vulcan Viking Viper.
Well, the Vulcan Viking's pretty far away.
It is
Exactly.
Yeah,
true.
100 meters. Yeah,
We'll see.
Yeah.
like in more than 50% cover.
But I like the idea of him accidentally shooting his recently de-rifled buddy.
Yes.
I'll say Maya's odds and Mantillo's evens.
Okay.
Evens it is.
Okay.
Mantillo, you take a shot at Mantillo.
Shoots at your muzzle flash.
Do.
That's right.
And
So I'm in the dark in cover.
I mean, if you're on the edge of darkness, maybe, but I give you the cover for sure.
Okay.
So let's see. They would do firearms. Got it.
And I'm squatted. I don't know if that's just what gives me cover.
Squatted even.
I think so. Yeah, I think I would have been down on a knee. I'd be hidden.
Okay. So let's see. It's going to be. This will work or not? Think for cover. Hold on. Where are you?
But it's good to know that we can see each other, because that means I can shoot him.
I think you would have. I would say you're half covered, so -20 on my side.
But I heard the people getting thrown around in the truck. So I was just about to randomly start shooting into the box to get the other bad guys.
They miss. I did the maths wrong.
Okay.
So they miss. So gets up.
Oh, right. They roll a 57 is what you're saying. Yeah.
And it whizzes by you.
That's funny that he yells freeze. Okay, I like that.
Yeah, freeze. That's what everybody says when you got a weapon, right? Freeze.
When you shoot someone,
Yeah.
Just this guy, apparently.
Freeze. Pow.
it's way easier to hit you if you freeze.
The one with the rifle goes.
That's me.
Yeah,
I have
it's on
the
the
rifle.
the ground. I
That's
think.
right. That
Yeah,
guy.
fine, Lou. Thanks for reading the rules. Literally, Lou.
That guy's
Viper.
gonna move. He's just gonna get out of the way, and he's gonna go towards the driver's side of the vehicle to get cover between
Okay.
from Mantillo and potentially Maya. Now that he's lost his weapon,
So he left the weapon on the ground?
I think
Or
you
with her
disarmed
fumbling
him.
with it?
Didn't you disarm him?
Lou's right, and what it says is the weapon is not from your grasp. I'd probably rule like a critical would have let me just take it from him.
Got it. Well, in that case, he's got a chance of getting that weapon.
Yes, he does.
So I'm going to go and grab that weapon. So he moves, picks up that weapon. That's his, and brings it to bear. He is no longer unarmed. But he's not in cover either. So, Maya, you are up.
Is there any way you could Now, there's no way for her to like contest that, is there? He's just faster than she is.
No.
All right. In which case, she's just going to step in close to him then I'm picturing him getting the rifle back up off the ground. He's trying to bring it to bear at her. And she's going for like close in fighting inside of the rifle, if you know what I mean. The rifle's pointed out here. Her body comes in closer. She's going to try to take him, flip him up into the air, slam him onto the ground. So she's trying to take him down.
Okay.
Take him by the injured arm.
Yep. And basically move inside the radius of where he's going to point the rifle at her, right?
Right.
So it sounds like an unarmed
thing.
The adjustments. Is he gonna? He used his action.
He did.
I don't remember how parrying works. There's a way for him to do that, right?
Well, right. And there's dodging and ranged, or dodging, but that's usually, or dodging versus ranged attacks are quite a bit different.
It says dodge also opposes all hand-to-hand attacks that turn. So you can do that, or you can do ranged.
Right, but I don't know if he can move, pick up a weapon, and dodge.
Oh.
Right. I think you typically dodge if you don't do all your actions.
I think that's right. And you can use it early, right? So Delta Green has that like fight back thing where if you haven't used your action yet and someone unarmed attacks you, you can unarmed attack them back as your defense. But I think he's used his action to get the gun. The fool. All right. I'm just going to roll an unarmed combat, Sean.
Okay.
Yes?
Yes.
22 critical.
God.
And she probably deals some damage too.
Poor guy's on his back. Does critical do extra damage with unarmed? Or maybe it gets him on his back. That was your goal. I don't know.
And I'm sure there's actually takedown type as well, right?
Fighting back is another thing you can do for opposing hand-to-hand attacks. And then if you win, obviously you take no damage, but he's already acted.
Right, he's already acted.
Yeah. So defending damage. I want to say like hand-to-hand, unarmed, without a weapon is usually like not very many points.
So my thing is listed as 1d4 -1.
As
I don't know if my minus,
bare hands and feet. 1d4.
I'm trying to figure out if this is a pin or something else, or maybe Sean, what you'll just do is allow me to deal damage and put him on the ground because of the critical.
Sure, absolutely.
Okay, I'll roll the damage. 3.
Okay.
Nice.
She slams him down hard.
Yeah.
Up and at him. His heels go up over her shoulder, and she just judo drops him right to the ground.
Yeah, that guy is not doing well. He is taking gunshots, and I probably should have given him a penalty, but regardless, you've definitely heard him. And,
he went somewhere he shouldn't have gone.
You can hear him wince in pain when you just touch him. You grab him, and he's like, ah! and he doesn't have any ability to fight back because you leverage the part of his shoulder that's got that bullet wound in. And, yeah, he just flips over like a big pancake. You hear him hit the ground. Wind out of him. Mantillo, you are up. So Maya has just flipped this guy on his lid.
Well, some idiot just tried to shoot a pistol at me, so I think I will shoot him back. Can I do that and also either move or get more cover? Is there a penalty if I try to do that? Like, what's the...
So what are you going to... You're trying to move and get cover?
I was thinking shooting him and then either like sprinting around the van, or if there's more, if I can duck down behind the concrete. You know, I'm not either of those two things, but I don't want to get shot particularly.
You probably don't want to shoot the guy Maya's engaged with.
No. The pistol guy is the one I want to shoot. Absolutely.
He's on the other side of the truck.
Well, he shot me, so I can shoot him, I'm assuming, unless he moved.
He moved behind the truck.
Oh. So you can shoot and move. Okay. In that case, what I would like to do is roll down to the ground and look for his feet and shoot them.
Okay.
Under the truck.
Sure. Go ahead. You
Okay.
drop down and you see, and it's he's probably not standing behind the tire, so you see his feet.
I will miss.
Yeah.
And then I will keep rolling so that he doesn't know where I am.
All right. So a couple of more gunshots ring out, crack, crack. And there are puffs of concrete that seem to come out from the mall building behind the other side of the pickup or the box truck. Viper, you are up. So you hear a couple more rounds. You see Maya engaged with one of them. Another one seeks cover, and Mantillo is shooting from prone underneath a truck.
So, do I have a clear shot? Or again, to the one that seeks cover, even if it's 50% cover or whatever it is. I just don't want to shoot near where Maya is.
Sure. Yeah, you can shoot. I'd say you have a penalty. They'll have at least 50% cover.
So with my semi-automatic rifle, I can shoot 3 shots maximum.
Okay.
So I am going to do that. It has to be at a single target. So I'm going to shoot 3 at the same guy.
Okay.
What is the penalty?
Minus 20 for partly covered.
Okay.
You just had a sniper come up behind you.
There's a way for me to do the minus on here or no?
You can do, well, I don't
For
know
my
if
firearms check or not really?
Is there, let me double check and see.
Oh
Sometimes,
yeah, if I right click. Yep.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yep. Right click, minus 20.
there you
we
go.
go.
Yeah.
Holy
94. This guy's on fire.
I think you didn't.
Bang,
you didn't.
bang.
You did something backwards. I feel like when you sighted it in last time.
I,
Maybe
Probably just threw the weapon in the back and hope that the sights didn't
wait,
get knocked
wait.
off.
Cited it in what? Cited
What?
what?
There's a click dial on the back.
I think it's. I'm so far away. It's the curvature of the Earth. I'm not compensating.
Slice
for-
it any way you want, bro. You missed by a mile.
I have wasted 4 of my Eastern Bloc bullets.
Just one
Oh my gosh.
critical failure. That's all I need over there.
So
So
was
you
that
get
an
one
automatic weapon, like a burst, or
No,
was it three
sem-
shots?
It's a semi-automatic. It's
Okay.
It's got a
And
10
you
round.
do
clip.
one roll for all 3 shots. That's how that one
It
works.
says a short burst fires 3 bullets in
Surprised it
I read
doesn't
it somewhere else.
take a penalty after each
I think
one.
it said with a semi-automatic, the maximum you can shoot is 3 shots with one turn, but it doesn't say like roll multiple times. If you
Certainly,
if you
Call of
haven't-
Cthulhu, you roll multiple times and you take a penalty die after the. But I don't know what this one is.
And you're right, Edwin. Edwin. You
Yes.
are right. You are correct. You can only do one action per round. Like
Oh,
move, shoot, dodge, pin, blah blah blah. So
Okay.
but yeah, it doesn't say anything about roll multiple times, so I'm going to assume.
I think Viper's done, and now it's my turn. My guy's
Weird.
going
So it's just more damage, but there must be a penalty with it if you're doing 3 shots. And
I think it's just I lose
yeah.
my ammo faster. Now I only have 6 bullets.
Lou, are you reading that on page 50?
I was
Just under
jumping back and
attack?
forth. I think no, I was at 58 is where the fire stuff is firing.
number of shots fired in a
the
single firearm.
semi-automatic. Yeah, semi-automatic firearm might fire 3 quick shots, but it's always a single attack.
It's just narrative.
Yeah.
No,
Because you know that's what bullets sound like when they ricochet off everything. Like old 80s ricochet TV show sound effect.
I hit the no parking here
Westerns.
sign where the truck was parked in front of.
That's the one.
no stopping
get
and
that.
standing sign,
Yeah.
and the handicap sign.
Not
I
a
hit
thing
all
in the
that.
world would make
It's like a
noise
shooting gallery.
like that. But
I think I was afraid to hit Maya. That was the problem.
all right, so my guy with the pistol is gonna run toward. He's gonna move to the back corner of the vehicle. That's his action.
Okay.
The guy that Maya's got all tangled up. Did you try to pin him with your critical, Maya?
I think we said the critical put him on the ground. She
So yeah, he's
hurt him,
prone.
and she put him on the ground. He's prone. I do think there's a question here. If he tries to like fight back in some sort of like escape or fight, an unarmed attack, I think her unarmed from last time acts to oppose him. I think. Does that make sense?
It does.
Let's see. Tell us what he's doing first, and we'll figure it out.
I think he's gonna. Well, he wants to get away from you, so he will probably fight back. I'm guessing. So,
Just give me the single when it's time for rifle grenade.
your agent can fight back with an unarmed combat or melee weapon to block and counterattack.
I feel like with your kind of aim, you're going to hit them all.
Maybe if he's lucky.
Maybe.
It has a 10-meter kill radius, so I'm not feeling very confident right now.
10 meters. Holy shit.
Yeah.
9
Wow.
That's pretty good.
for a unarmed attack because he's just trying to. So he's trying to push you off and push you away so he can get up and roll away from you. That's what
So
he's
does
trying
she
to do.
oppose that?
Your agent can fight back with unarmed combat or melee weapon to block and counterattack. See defense rolls, page 53. So, I guess it depends. Do you want to do that as
You know
your
what?
action?
I'm just going to say she can like move her action forward to defend, right? So she is going to do that.
Okay. You could also dodge.
No.
Okay.
There's no dodging.
Okay.
She's essentially trying to block and then deliver a blow is what she's doing. Fighting back opposes all hand-to-hand attacks that turn. If you win, you take no damage.
Okay.
Does not protect against range attack. And I think she can kind of choose. She'll still damage. What the hell? All right, let me go to her skills. Sorry. Unarmed combat. He's got a 9. So how does DEG work? Is it highest without going over?
It's high
Blackjack?
without going over. But if you get a critical, that's even better.
Oh,
Oh, shit.
That's actually not as good,
Right. Exactly.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Maya rolled a 4.
Yes, you had a 50% chance to do better. And a 9% chance to do 8% to do worse.
So I think you're going to take 1d4, right? -1.
Yeah, that's it. Unless he has a strength bonus. 1d4 -1. Unless he has
No.
more than 12 strength.
No, he does not.
1?
One
Ouch.
hit point of damage. To
Maya's already hurt, so that hurts. What does he do? Does he club her in the knee with the gun or what?
Yeah, clocks you. And then a couple other things happen. And now it's
She likes these down in the mud fights.
Maya's turn.
I think
you already
Maya
went?
consumed her turn
Maya went,
Yes.
by
yeah.
fighting back. Yep.
Mantillo,
So
you are up.
they're scuffling is what's going on.
Right, so he did not manage to get away because instead he dealt damage.
Correct.
He attacked.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I had sort of rolled towards the side of the truck, and then the other guy who had the pistol, you said I probably saw his feet moving towards the back of the truck. So I probably don't see him, or
Well, I mean, from where
do I
you
see where I am on the side of it? Because I rolled to the side of the truck to shoot under.
Yeah.
So do I not see him really, or?
So you're prone. So I would say, yeah, you could probably make out, but I'll give him cover since he's on the other side of the truck.
I want to do a quick check and see if there's anyone coming out of the cab.
So you're going to get up and
No. Well, can I see? I mean, if I'm dying on the side, I'm just sort of looking up.
You from where you are,
Yeah.
You don't notice. I mean, I'll say the
Like
vehicle.
the door's not opening, for example.
I think the door would be open. Like he just.
Okay, so then there's not somebody actually coming out of the cab.
No.
That's sort of what I was. Okay.
No.
Yeah. So I guess I will.
Bullets, man. These guys don't want to get shot.
No, that's good. That's good. Yeah. So quick check up there. I don't see anybody. I see the feet over there behind the truck. I will shoot at them again, so he's got cover. But I'll take a shot at him.
Okay. He's got
pistol guy.
so minus 20 to your roll.
Okay. See what happens here. 28-48. That's a success.
Okay. And then the damage your weapon. Oof.
5. Ouch.
Ouch,
I'm
indeed.
assuming I have like 9 or 10 shots or something in this pistol.
The Beretta 15.
The M9. Oh, okay. I'm not already.
Viper, you see Mantillo taking shot. You hear another round go off, crack,
And a guy limping.
and the guy goes, ah.
I'm not very confident right now to shooting into a crowd at the guy that's with Maya.
Yeah, they're like
Yeah, that's
rolling
valid.
around.
Yeah.
But the other guy's pretty open to you.
Well, the truck's gonna be a big problem.
Oh, isn't? Oh, are we parked face to face?
No, I would say that you guys are probably more at a 45. Like,
Yeah,
But up
I figured
front.
I was.
yeah.
Yeah, I
Okay.
figured I
So for
was
some
laying
reason
on
I
the
thought we
hood.
were parked behind the truck. That's why I was confused. Okay. Okay, that makes sense then.
Yeah, I figured I was looking at the broadside of it.
Yeah. At best, you're at a 90.
So you could take out the windscreen or the tires again, but not the dude.
Yeah, which is
Right.
Or the kid in the silver spacesuit when you see
Yeah,
him.
you could totally
Well-
take out that. That would be the right target, definitely.
I could just take around the screw on my rifle grenade and put my blanks in.
That always a good option. You could aim. I don't know
I could-
what you'd aim at, but
No,
are
but
downrange,
the
sir.
aiming gives me plus 20 for my
Right.
next shot.
don't you need a target if you're going to aim?
That
Maybe
sounds
not.
logical, but it just says carefully aiming for a full turn. At what? Who knows? I was aiming at potential targets.
Please tell me
Yeah.
it says more than that.
Oh boy.
What are you
It
aiming
just
at,
says aim.
Viper?
It just
And
says
Lou ended the game with one roll.
Hey, Commando.
sacrifice one turn to aim and gain
At-
plus
At
20%.
what? What are you shooting at?
The general area.
Okay. All right.
I am going to
It's sort of
shoot
the
out.
opposite of a called shot. I just want to hit something in the jungle area.
The mall.
I
There is
I'm
a
gonna shoot
weight.
the- I'm going to
action.
shoot the light out. I'm going to shoot the light out.
You're gonna shoot the light
Oh
out.
wow.
Ooh,
Shoot the light
this
out.
could be make things
I think this is
interesting.
going to help Maya.
excited.
I think it's going to help Maya if I shoot the light out.
Sounds like a called shot if I ever heard one.
definitely called shot. I would assume that's minus 20 again.
But it's not moving. That's
It
plus
isn't
That's
moving.
fair, but I'm gonna say it's mostly covered.
I can see it.
Well,
Got a
Nah.
bunker built around it.
Fine. It's fine. I got.
The
I'm-
freaking
I'm-
parking lot light.
I mean, I suppose I was thinking more or less like there is a piece of plastic or something around it,
Hey,
right?
I'm ranging in. I'm like right there.
Ranging
I
in.
got
All right.
4 bullets.
You definitely will not roll over 100.
It's like he's firing a mortar. Just
There you
radio
go.
coordinates to him.
Finally.
Finally.
That hit
Finally.
with your penalty? Did you put in
Yeah,
the penalty?
because I have
Okay.
60 for firearms.
All right, so the light goes out, crack, and it's one of those that like goes dim and then it goes brrr, and it
falls.
fades.
Glass falls. Here,
Yeah.
hit the ground.
Mercury vapor, whatever happens.
Glass
Yeah.
falls.
Yeah.
Characters die.
I'm glad I did not. I'm glad I rolled out from under there.
What?
Everyone dies?
It's Rock's fault, man.
Rocks fall. Yeah. Yeah,
The
glass
light
falls,
is
everyone
actually
dies.
what was keeping everyone alive.
Yep.
Right now it is dark.
Yes.
Dark and dead.
So everything is at least at a minus 20 for all skill checks.
Including like down and dirty hand-to-hand combat.
Well, Maya's really touching the assailant, right? So you're.
Probably not so much. The hand-to-hand piece.
Depends if you want more whiffing or not, Sean. Are you pro whiffing or are you anti whiffing?
I don't know. I haven't taken a stance.
Well, you should.
It very much depends.
On who's rolling.
Well, the only guy I have in this fight is the one against Maya at this point, and the other guy who's limping around with a bullet in one of his feet. So I will. I guess I'm gonna wrestle around with Maya.
She will oppose. Has to use
He-
her action again to do that.
I think he's gonna fight back and call it a day.
Can Maya? She get a bonus if she stuck her thumb in the wound?
For sure. Yeah. Yeah.
The old thumb gouge in the
Yep.
bullet hole.
Then I'll try that.
What?
Oh wow!
What?
A
Critical success.
A
There
one.
you go.
Oh my God. Did you seriously roll an 11?
11. Yes.
That's fine.
Yes, she did.
All right.
Is that double damage? I forget what you can choose to do with that.
Well,
Definitely a thumb in the
With an
bullet hole.
attack,
I
it is.
think at this point you could, if you want him to pass out, he will. Like, or I don't know if you want to kill him or just unconscious him. He's either way, he's out.
I think there is a moment where he screams because she's got her thumb right in his shoulder where the hole is. But then there's a forearm smash to his face, and she knocks him cold on the ground.
Okay.
And rises, if she can, with the rifle. Probably swears at him in Spanish and spits on the ground too.
Just give me one.
She's turned into a pit fighter.
Give me 1 second. Just 1 second.
So they have optional rule critical hits in here. So only if the handler agrees, the critical hit can not only, if you choose to not have it do double damage, you can give it an additional effect. Stun, disarm,
There you
knock
go.
target prone, called shot, or
Whew.
allow the attacker to immediately make a second attack.
My cat is not having a. Oof,
Immediately
stank.
make a second attack. I like that too.
You just have to give up the double damage. Just take regular damage, and then
Yeah.
I think that'd be fun. And then just slam them again.
It's fun, but you're so much less likely, and you're not going to do more damage. That's a weird choice.
I think you could interpret it in different ways. Look, if you could shoot again, for example, right?
Or maybe it's another guy, maybe a different.
But no
person.
matter, I mean, unless you roll like a 1 for damage or something. Like I feel like the best you're going to do if you attack again is do double damage because you'll hit twice.
Unless you're attacking a second target,
Maybe that's the
Okay.
advantage.
Yeah.
right? There
Yeah.
are reasons to do it, or shooting at the engine of a car or whatever, right? I think there's lots of reasons.
Yeah, right.
Well, if you
I
can
know,
attack a
I
different
know what
target,
you mean, Edmund. If you're trying to maximize damage to one target, go
right?
with it.
Yeah. Right. No, if
I
you
can
if
shoot
you
a
can go for
second light.
right,
Yes,
that would be make it
yes,
even
you
darker.
could. Trying to not have Maya say, "You killed the shit out of that light." when she walks back.
Mantillo,
You
you're
don't.
up.
Yeah, you don't know what I was aiming at. It was all just distractions, for all you know.
All right. So the
Yeah.
cab
The other
light
guy's
is
still up,
still
right?
on. Right. The cab light of the truck is still on up front.
Yes.
So yeah, I'm gonna come to my knees and try to take a good look in the cab. Do I see anybody in there?
You don't.
All right. I think I am going to move around to the front, and I guess that's my action.
Okay.
And get cover up. Yeah, get cover up there.
All right. There doesn't seem to be, or that you can sense any movement. The cab of the truck's pretty clean.
Can I see, looking through the windshield, can I see if there's an obvious door or aisleway to the back of the truck?
For sure. Yep. You can see
Okay.
right through the front windshield. The cab is lit by the overhead light, and there is a small cutout to the back to the box.
Yeah.
And in the box, you don't see any movement. It's
And it's dark in the box.
but it's
Or is it-
much darker in the box
Yeah,
for
okay.
sure. There seems to be a little bit of an angle of the lighting, but it's pretty dark.
That makes sense.
Viper. Things seem to be
Dark.
dark, very dark. You could
It's
see,
dark.
you could see the light illuminate from the cab of the vehicle. That's the only source of light that is once
Yeah.
lit
so
up by the street lamp that you have.
the other idea is now I can cross without them seeing me in the dark from the vehicle to them. So I'll sling the rifle over my shoulder and grab my bag with all my fun stuff in it, and make my way to them
Okay.
with my my Beretta, but not a new Beretta, of course. It's a
course.
M1951, a little bit older one. So
Yeah.
it was cheaper.
All right.
Does your
Reliable.
bag have a mummified child?
No. No, but
Not yet.
Not sure yet.
it has C4 in it, just so you know,
Oh, that's good
and
news.
carbon Eskrima sticks.
think I
I
actually
will try not to shoot you.
think we actually ran that combat like pretty well to the book at that time.
Yeah, it was good.
That's some weird stuff.
Could drop out of combat. There isn't any obvious threat as you guys assess.
Sir, what happened to the guy who got shot in the foot?
So Pistol do what? Ran away or is just giving
Yeah, what
up?
happened to the
or-
guy?
He's
got shot in
gonna
the foot.
he moves away. He's not in the immediate area.
Okay.
Hmm.
I guess I would.
There is a
okay.
trail of blood probably near the back of the vehicle.
So, Mantillo, are you in the back of the vehicle or have you just opened it?
I am at the front of the truck,
Front.
looking through the windshield, through the hatch, into the back of the
Oh,
truck.
that's how you can see into the truck. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Through the cab.
He's
Okay.
all Val Kilmer heat.
And we thought there was somebody in the truck, didn't we?
We heard people in the truck. Yeah.
And you're seeing nobody now?
Right. They must be off to the sides because I just have this little aisleway that I can see into.
Pass through. Okay.
Yeah.
What
So
has
yes.
Maya?
Okay.
Go ahead. I was going to say, what has Maya acquired, Sean? Is it like an AR-15 or something?
AR-15, yeah.
All right. She takes it off safe and she's limping.
Military grade. So not of that civilian stuff.
It's select fire. It's like full auto.
You can select it, yeah.
She puts it on single shot, but I picture her being a little bit hurt from this scuffle. She's limping towards the side of the van to use it kind of as cover from the mall. And then she's heading towards the back of the van.
Okay.
Relatively slowly, but she's heading.
It's quiet. You don't hear anything.
If I see that, I will come around the other side of the van, on the mall side of the van, towards the rear.
Okay. Go to the mall side of the van. You can see where he shot the guy. There's a little bit of blood on the ground. It's hard to see. It's dark for sure, but there's a little
I'm
bit of
definitely in a half crouch. Don't want to present much target.
Okay. All right. Seems relatively quiet. There's no activity here.
But we see each other, I assume.
You meet at the back of the truck.
Yeah.
Viper, are you making your way across the
Yeah.
quad, if you will?
It's a little bit tough with my bad hip. It's got some rods in it, so but I'm getting there.
Okay.
Maya, we want to open this thing up?
Maya says, "Yeah, but where'd that other guy go?"
I don't know. He was with you. He must have gone off in the dark. Should I follow him? Go look for him? Just let
Let's
him
open
go.
the truck. Let's open the truck first.
All right. You've got a good gun. I will go up to the mechanism and see if I can open the back of the truck.
Sure.
And
Maya will
as I pull the thing, I'm assuming Maya's got her gun trained on it. I'll say, "We're opening the truck. Nobody move. We've got guns on you." And I will sort of push up the thing and try to get back out of the way.
Okay. As you turn around to the back of the truck, you realize that the back is completely open. It's all the way to the top. And
Oh,
open.
maybe they already got out.
Wow.
And you look
That was
inside, and it's it seems all clear on the inside of the vehicle.
Clear, completely just empty, nothing in there at all.
Correct.
And we look around, we don't see any people running off, get the flashlight out.
No.
And ghosts.
Maya is going to. I think we have burner phones, right? She's going to dial. What are we calling them?
Exeter?
Viking.
Viking Vulcan?
Yeah.
Voltron?
Vulcan,
Voltron?
Viper.
Viper. She's going to call Viper, not knowing where he is out in the dark somewhere, and just say, "Get up here. We've driven them. We've driven these guys off them, or we're going to go into the mall." I think
There are a couple boxes in the back, I should say. They're relatively small, not huge, but there looks
I'll
like
pop up and look at them. Get the flashlight and open them up.
there are what appears to be two discarded, new looking, recently opened cardboard boxes. One is labeled L3 GPNVG-18 Anvis from TNVC Incorporated.
I get those codes again. L3.
Yeah. L3 GPNVG-18 Anvis from TNVC Incorporated. If you have military science, what's your military
night vision
science?
goggles.
My military science is
Mine's 50%.
You are not there yet.
military. This is
Classic.
under
You're
mental.
not there.
No, it's under skills. HI melee navigate. I don't see military science. Where is it?
Left to right, buddy. There's no military science? Sure there is.
No.
There's got to be.
Nope.
It's not listed?
Nope.
No.
I think it's one of those ones you have to add because you can pick what it is. Like mine's military science
Oh.
land, not sea.
Gotcha. I don't know why it's under military science. Probably be best.
Oh, like
under-
art painting at the bottom. Okay.
Yeah, how can you be in the military, not have military science?
I was gonna say I have 20 years or whatever in the Air Force. I don't know
All right,
if that.
give me an intelligence check.
All right.
Maya, you
Mental.
can make an intelligence check too at a -20.
Okay. Maya's a former vet too.
Then just do a straight roll intelligence.
Motherfucking intelligence. Skills.
Physical.
Is it?
Yeah,
Is
they're
it written
physical.
in-
It's under
Under-
physical? Of course
Under
it is. Of
physical.
course intelligence is under physical. That makes
Maya
perfect
got
sense.
96. Apparently, she didn't get the night vision goggle training.
All right, 20.
Not a brand you recognize, Maya. Mantillo, you recognize them as night vision goggles, military grade.
So that's not good. So they've got these and they're out there in the dark and we're in here in the dark.
Yeah, are they all gone?
Are they
box
all?
empty?
They're empty.
They're completely empty. Okay. Yeah, that's not good.
How do these people get away from us? How did they open a truck without us hearing it? These guys are.
It was open.
These-
The back. was
They've been putting boxes in and out.
Well,
there.
I'd been at I started at the back of the truck.
It's open.
It was open the whole time?
Yeah.
Because I remember you said that they threw people against the wall and I didn't see anything, but I was there. Okay.
Along
whatever.
the back of the outside of the or inside of the box truck.
Yeah.
Is there a
No, I'm just
straight
confused.
shot?
Because I was behind the truck, I had assumed it was closed because I couldn't see into it, but I'm with you. It was open the whole time.
Is there a straight shot from the back of the truck, like to some mall entrance to the door they were going in with the kid and the packages? Is that
There
nearby?
is. It's around the corner, and then there's an entrance into the mall.
Okay. So is Viper with us now?
He
You were going
is.
up with your bag,
Viper
right?
huffing and puffing and
Looking at his bag.
coming
Yeah.
up out of the darkness.
While they're doing their thing, I'm going to go up through the thing to the cab
Okay.
and look quickly for paperwork and stuff.
You do find some paperwork. There's a receipt from Avis Car Rental.
Okay.
One white paneled cult van.
Avis Car Rental, Boston Logan International Airport. signature.
Credit card, et cetera, et cetera. I'll just take it. I'll take the paperwork.
Okay.
Maya limps up to the cab, and she's got, I think, Viper, you're with her at this point.
Yeah.
But she wants to talk to both of them. She's like, I don't know what's going on. These are obviously not the Delta Green meet. So, like, someone want us to come here to interrupt this, maybe? I don't know. Are we going in the mall?
Can do. We've got to remember they've got night vision.
Yeah. We need to get
You
the
got a
lights up.
bag of stuff. Do you have night vision in there? You have some of that 1930s night vision? I've heard it was really good.
I pull out a flashlight.
Excellent. That's it.
We see
1930s
in the
dark
dark.
vision. Works great. That's what I've got too.
Got a big mag light.
Are there-
It's 8D batteries.
No, I think he's got one of those with the big rectangular battery and the
I
handle.
do have to
Oh.
shake it. I do have
The
to
two
shake
coils?
it. Oh, nice.
Yes.
I still have one of those in my garage.
yeah. Those big spring-loaded.
The problem is it works for 1 hour, and then you have to buy another $40 battery.
Yeah. What is it?
That's a
It's
problem.
like, is that a 9? Not a 9-volt, but it's not. It's like a 12.
There were 12 volt. There were 12
It's a,
volts.
it's,
Yeah.
a, it's, a 12, it's a 12-volt battery with the
Yeah.
springs on it.
Yeah.
The metal thing.
Is there anything that leads us to believe the mall has power? Like, if there are lights on, like, outdoor lights above doors? No.
There might be some emergency lighting on the inside, but not from the outside. Could you
Those batteries would be dead.
assess that there's power to this place?
Do we ambush these guys coming back out? Do we go in?
What we go
did you-
in, figure out what all those boxes were they were taking in.
Did you guys see the kid?
I did see the kid.
What the fuck was up with that?
Always a kid. Or a juggler or some bullshit.
It could have been a small like fire retardant suit or something. Who knows?
Are the keys in the vehicle?
That seems likely.
That's a good question. Give me a luck check.
Yup.
They are in the vehicle.
They are no longer in the vehicle.
Yep. If Mantillo doesn't grab them and Maya does, she throws them to Mantillo.
Excellent.
There you go.
Put them in my pocket.
And we may check the guy on the ground, the unconscious guy, for identification.
Yeah.
And if Viper's got any zip ties or rope, we should tie this guy up, put him in the back.
I definitely have rope, nylon. So I'm good with that.
Does he have ID or anything, Sean, or
Let me see.
anything of interest?
He may have ID.
Strange tattoos.
He definitely has a couple things that I don't know if they're necessarily of interest, but there is looks like he's got some zip ties
Take him.
We'll take those.
and
He was up to no good.
Take them, use them.
Does he have any extra ammunition for the AR-15?
sure, I'll give you a clip.
While taking that, Maya's
A
like,
magazine.
indeed, that guy who got away, he might be on the way of telling them what's going on. So we can't linger here.
Yeah. We want to follow the blood trail or go some other way up to the mall.
Let's try to track him.
The ID reads Frederick Darius, Tampa, Florida.
Any match with the name typed in the receipt?
It is not.
Yeah.
The receipt, as far as you could tell, reads
Google's name on the phone.
you could try.
He might have a phone, this guy, huh?
No, we have phones.
I know, but this guy might have a phone.
The name on the receipt of the car rental looks like John Green.
Seems super likely.
with that driver's license number.
Oh, that's good. Okay. Yeah. I will. I don't know.
It's one of them yellow forms, right? Yellow carbon copies.
All right. Yeah. So I will. I'll start trying to track this blood with my flashlight and sort of moving, crouched, keeping my eyes up occasionally. Maybe I have a red light. I don't know. Something unlikely. Just flashlight. Keep my fingers over it so I can have a little dark night vision.
All right. So Mantillo's going to start going towards the mall entrance.
If
Ignore
that's
that.
where the bloodstains go.
It does. As far as you can keep track, it's a little tough if you're trying to keep your light dim and still keep track
Yep.
of the blood drips. But
Yep.
you do make it out. You take your time, and it does go towards the main entrance of the mall. It's got 3 sets of double doors, glass, and it looks dark from the outside.
Do these night vision goggles give off any telltale?
So what you know of having been in the military, NVGs, any sign of light is just exponential through NVGs. Like,
But
if you-
would we see
Yeah.
anything? Like, do they have any reflection or any? They don't give off any light themselves.
not if they're wearing them properly.
Okay.
If they are not wearing them properly,
they're
you
le-
could probably see the green reflect off their face.
So it's a
Okay.
good thing I have flashbangs in my bag
That's nice.
to negate
That's
their.
good.
Yeah,
So yeah, I feel like we should split wide and then come in along the face of the building as opposed to just walking up to the front door of the mall.
If you guys go into the mall, we may get tied up with something that goes a little longer.
Seems likely.
So we
Yeah,
could,
but this crew, what?
if you even decide to go into the mall, we're barely at the doors. Yeah, why don't we? So we'll end it tonight. I think that's safe to say,
Checking my bag of stuff.
as you guys determine a method of
Hey, we did something.
breaching the mall.
We did.
I
And
shot
not
a
only-
shot of light.
Not only did we do something, but I feel like it was something that was expected.
Yeah, like we followed like a proper path.
I felt there were very little surprises this time around, honestly.
This has been a Litterbox Studio production.